Good morning. Goodness, I didn't realize the bags and circles under my eyes were so dark. So I apologize for that, but good morning. Um, First, I just want to say that I started this channel to get my message about postpartum depression and my journey with that, out there. And I thought that this was an easy way to do that. Even though I have no idea what I'm doing as far as, videos, uploading them, making them, look presentable. So I'm really not going to focus on that. I'm just going to hit record. And if I blink 100 times in the video, I blink 100 times in the video. I don't know why I do that, but I do. Um, because I really do feel that what I have to share is going to be valuable for somebody that, watches this video or my videos, my content. And I kind of got that confirmation yesterday. I got a sweet comment on one of my videos from Cindy. So, Cindy, if you're watching that, that comment came at just the right time to kind of solidify my thoughts and things that I've been praying about on how to go about um, what I want for this channel. Um, I want to get in a rhythm with posting videos. I want to grow this channel. I set goals for the year. I would like to, have 100 subscribers by the end of the year. That's kind of my first, little goal that I set. Um, I did, I was kind of getting in a rhythm, and then my brother-in-law passed away this weekend, and um, so it just hasn't been something that I've, wanted to pick up and do. And in that time of him passing and just things kind of being chaotic for myself and my family right now, I thought, well, I just maybe this wasn't a good idea. And then Sweet Cindy sent me or made a comment on my video, and it was just a simple comment, that she liked my channel, and it just came at a time just at the right moment. So thank you for that. So I am going to try and come up with a schedule that fits in with, you know, um, raising my kids and, their ball schedules and work. I do, work full time um, because I do want to grow this channel because I do feel that I have something to offer. The quality of the videos are not going to be great. You can see half my mess on my bookshelves over there, and I'm recording in my office right now. Some videos I might do in the car while I'm, waiting at ball practice. I don't know. But um, to me, I think for where my heart is, I think the message of what I have to share is more important than the lighting and the video quality, if that makes sense. So again, I will get into a rhythm and a schedule. I I do want to grow this channel. I don't really know how to do that. Um, so I'm learning, but Cindy, your comment on my video was just kind of a confirmation that I needed that okay, I'm I'm going to do this. So just be patient if you are watching. Um, I will get into a rhythm with videos and content. I will be traveling some for the next couple of weeks to kind of be there for my sister and my family. So that's top priority right now. But I did, want to come on and do a video today while I had a little bit of time because that message just meant a lot to me yesterday. And it was a simple message. So take that for what it's worth too. If you're watching other YouTubers and or people on Instagram or Facebook, just a simple message like, hey, I appreciate this, or hey, that video meant something to me, or you know, you just never know the kind of impact that it's going to have on somebody, especially somebody like me who is brand new with a whole 8 subscribers. But and I think two of those are my sons, to be honest, and my husband. So anyway, I do have goals for this channel, and I will make that a priority once things kind of even out for my family, because that's my top priority at the moment. But I did. Miss Cindy inspired me to get on real quick this morning and read another blog post. Again, in my other videos, I had talked about, I started a blog back in 2019 and never really went anywhere. I just posted, I just wrote on there. I I didn't know how to get that message out, back then either. Um, so they just kind of sit there. I had a website that I had created, but again, had no idea on how to market that or, do anything with it. So I let that website, just kind of expired and quit paying for that. I'd paid for it every year and really never did anything with it. So anyway, I thought this, YouTube thing might be a way to get the message out there and maybe help some people. I mean, that's really what I want to do, is to help other moms and even partners, spouses that have a wife that has gone through or is going through postpartum depression. And once I get through the blog post, I will make content on kind of where I'm at now in life. I'm 50. I turned 50 in August of last year. My boys are 16, almost 16 and almost 13 in a couple of months. And so kind of where I'm at now, um, more things that I kind of learned along the way coming on the other side of postpartum depression, how I dealt with that with my second pregnancy, because I did have postpartum depression with both of my sons, and kind of how it looked different from the first time, being a little bit more prepared and anticipating that with my second son. So lots more to share. So if you're out there and you're watching this video, I hope you share this with somebody that you know that may find value in what I have to offer and share. But I appreciate you being here again, Cindy. I appreciate you. That comment came, at the right time that I needed that yesterday. So thank you. So the last blog post I read was Food Network and Tears. And the next one I wrote is titled Rule Breaker, and I wrote this January 23rd, 2019. I have not reread these, so I'm rereading them, now. So it's gonna kind of be new. I have no idea what's in this post. So again, this was called Rule Breaker. Let's just say that I was the typical first-time mom who wanted to read every book about parenting and having a baby. My thoughts during pregnancy was, if I was going to take the time to read all of this stuff, I need to follow all of these rules. The rules on how to swaddle, what position the baby should sleep, what foods at what stage of infancy. Well, one of those rules was no baby cereal during this stage. My mom was visiting from Texas, and after I had Hayden, and told me that, and I told my mom that he was not sleeping because he was hungry. She said, put rice cereal in his bottle. And I said, no, that is totally against the rules, totally against everything I read in every book. And I'm thinking, how could she suggest such a thing? That is against the rules. My days and nights were running together. I still was not showering on a regular basis, and I did not want to see anyone. My mom watched Hayden for me at my mamaw's house so I could get some sleep. Well, when I went back to pick him up, the first question I asked was, how much had he slept? Remember, he was only sleeping at the most for 2 hours at a time. And that's true. And 2 hours was good. I mean, it was really like an hour and a half, but if he slept a 2 hour stretch, we were doing good. My mom says he slept 4 hours. And I said, excuse me? I said, how is that possible? Well, then I look in the kitchen, and on the counter are several boxes of Gerber baby cereal. My mom said, I told you he was hungry. Buddy, let me tell you, I loaded up on as many boxes of that magic potion as I could. I was officially a rule breaker, but at least I was a rule breaker that was going to get some sleep. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, I was, I mean, I was trying to do everything perfectly, washing the baby clothes in the special laundry detergent, um, bathing in the right soaps, making sure he was positioned correctly, swaddled, sterilizing everything over and over, double sterilizing. I mean, I was doing all of these things by the book, by all the books that I read. And one of the things in that, all the material that I read was all of these pediatricians and moms and, just everything that I read said absolutely no baby cereal. I think it was like 6 months, if I remember right. Anyway, it's been a hot minute since Hayden was a infant, but and I was not going to do that. And they have stages on when you introduce certain foods to the baby. At 6 months they can have this. At 8 months you can introduce one food at a, just this whole schedule of what they can have at what stage at what time. And baby cereal was one of that, and it was the rice cereal that you could mix in with their formula. And when she first suggested that, I'm like, no, ma'am, Pam. That goes against everything that I've read. And I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'm just not doing that. But when she told me that he slept 4 hours that afternoon, I said, give me every box that you bought. And I had my husband go to the grocery store and buy every box that he could find because I wasn't going to run out of that stuff. And sure enough, that night, um, I mixed his bottle. I put a little bit of the rice cereal in it, and he did. He slept another 4 hours that night. And, sometimes you just have to listen to your moms. I was 35 at the time, and I'm like thinking I know better than a woman that raised three children, and did it pretty well, if I do say so myself. But um, when she, to be honest, I was kind of angry when she did that because I was like, no, I told you that was not going to, no, he cannot have that stuff until she said the 4 hours. And I'm like, 4 hours sounds amazing. 4 hours of continuous sleep at that moment in this journey of being a new mom sounded amazing. And so I did it. He went for his checkup with the pediatrician. He had gained some weight, which he needed to do. And I said that I was putting cereal in his formula, and the pediatrician said, "Oh, that's great, no problem." I'm like, okay, well, could you tell the people writing all of these books that I've been paying attention to that it's okay to have cereal? So, you know, just one of those things, again, that I was trying to just be perfect and, just follow everything the way that I thought that it was supposed to be and, follow all the rules, and rules are made to be broken. What I have learned in parenting is you have to trust yourself and the people that are writing the books and the blog posts, and even me writing these or, making these videos. This is my journey. This is my experience. This is my process with raising children. And it's not going to be your journey. It's not going to be the same for you. I think we can learn from each other. I think moms definitely need other moms in their life that they can, bounce ideas off of and talk through things, and, take what you want from me and leave the rest at the table, and, do the same with other things. And then you figure out a puzzle that works for you. Um, Again, I should have trusted, that it was okay to try something different that was not, in the norm. You know, Looking back, I should have just went to the pediatrician and said, "Hey, listen, something's not right. He really is not being satisfied with this formula. Breast milk was not enough. He did not feed well, breastfeeding, and mainly that was because he was in the NICU for the first week, and so he didn't get to try to feed. Latching wasn't for him. He just wasn't getting enough that way either. Um, so I should have just, instead of reading the books, I should have just picked up the phone and called my pediatrician and said, "Hey, I'm not sleeping and neither is he, and something's up, here." And she would have told me, try the rice cereal, because when I told her that, she was like, "Oh, that's great." And I'm like, okay, And I should have trusted my mom. I should have just done what she said, what she said to do. But, you learn. Again, every kid is different too, because I couldn't do that with Baker, my second son, because he was colicky and he had some GI issues. So I knew for him that really was not going to work. For him, he couldn't, he could not, his system could not tolerate that. So you do live and learn and figure out, you know, even if you have two, three, four kids, your first one's not going to be the same as your second. They're different. They're different, you know, creatures. So that trick did not work for Baker, but Baker also slept a little bit, better coming home than Hayden did. But Hayden was hungry, and he's almost 16, and he really just hasn't stopped eating since. So he keeps my grocery bill pretty high. But yeah, so that's kind of my story on being a rule breaker. So I would encourage you. There's nothing wrong with, you know, reading the books and watching videos and, um, trying to educate yourself, especially, as a first-time mom, there's nothing wrong with that, because you do have to learn. What I would encourage you to do is don't set hard, fast rules for yourself. Gather the information and then apply what works for you and leave the rest. Lean on people that are in your life that have been through the stage that you're going through. Take tips from them, take what works for you, leave the rest, and you'll come up with your own routine and your own schedule, and you'll walk your own journey as being a first time mom that works for you and your family. So that's just kind of my advice on the rules, is that there really are no rules. You make your own rules. You make up a system that works for you. You do what's right for you. Um, Another rule that I kind of broke was, um, the him, they say, oh, don't have, a bunch of people around your baby for the first, 6 weeks. Don't take them out in public and, this, that, and the other. Well, I also had to go back to work, and I had to get things going, but I did take him out. I took him around, family members that were, willing to help. Again, I was recovering from a C-section, which is a major surgery. I was still trying to maintain a home. My husband was working 2 jobs and he was doing the absolute best he could, um, with helping when he was home. I was trying to finish nursing school, just all of those things. So I did have my baby around, not lots of people, but, you know, family and friends that were, going to watch him until, we were ready to put him, in daycare. So, um, do what works for you. Do what's best for you. Um, Figure out your own systems, your own schedule, and your own path. What's right for me is not going to be right for you. Again, take what you want from my advice and my experience, apply what you would like, leave the rest, modify some of it to fit you. Um, Again, as far as the cereal goes, check with your pediatrician if you're having issues with, um, sleep. It could be a hunger issue. It could be lots of things. I should have done that. I should have, um, reached out and said, hey, listen, he's not sleeping. Got any advice? And, she would have told me that. So anyway, I hope this video is, finding you well. Again, I appreciate, any comments and feedback that you leave. I did get a comment, on one of the videos that I do blink a lot. That's not going to change. I don't know how to change that, to be honest with you. I do it in real life, so I'll probably always do it in these videos. So just doing the best I can. Hopefully, even with the blinking, you find the content helpful and fulfilling. So anyway, any prayers are appreciated for my family at this time. I will get on a schedule. Again, I do want to grow this channel. That is a goal for 2025 that I had set, and I'm going to give it a go and stick with that. So just be patient. If you are watching these videos, I will get on a schedule once, we kind of get through, this time of grieving and, togetherness that I feel is important with my family right now. So thank you, for watching. Please share this video with someone that you, um, know, that even if they don't have postpartum depression, we can talk as moms. Once I get through these blog posts, it'll just be normal, mom things, and it'll evolve. I'm raising 2 teenage boys, and there's a whole nother A whole nother set of rules that I've definitely been breaking with them. So yeah, so this will just be, a channel that we can, help each other, support each other as parents, um, and just see where this year takes us. It is a new year. It's new beginnings. Um, it does. This year's going to look a little different for my family, for my sister. Um, but I'm still going to try to strive for joy and peace this year. And um, yeah, that's my prayer for this year is to still, even through the grief that we're going through, is to find joy. And I know that's what my brother-in-law would want us to do, is to live life boldly. That's how he lived. Um, he was a character, and he has a great legacy that he's leaving behind in his son. And so I'm grateful for that. So even through this weird grief period that we're in, I still am going to strive for joy this year. That's the word that I've chosen for myself. Every year I kind of pick a word that I want to kind of manifest in my life, and this year it's joy. You know, however that looks, however I find that, but I'm excited to explore things this year that I haven't had the courage to do, and trying new things. My friend Kathy has been, talking about January, and I'm kind of accepting that challenge. I want to do new things. My boys are older, and I want to take time to take care of myself and to find new hobbies and, things that I love to do, and I want to explore, different towns, and, just, just try new things, find new ways for happiness, and not get caught up so much in, I got to cook dinner, I've got to clean the kitchen, I've got to, I've got a load of laundry that needs to be done. Okay, this one's got ball practice at this time, needs to be picked up. It's just always so hectic. And I put all the pressure on myself to make everything perfect. And I'm not going to do that this year. I am really trying to work on, um, if the laundry piles up for a couple of days, it piles up for a couple of days. I want to enjoy life more and not get caught up in the busyness of our schedules and the routines. Um, my brother-in-law passing really kind of made me evaluate my priorities and how I'm choosing to fill up my day. And there's some days that the day is over and I'm thinking, did I even do anything for myself today? I cooked breakfast, I cleaned the kitchen, I packed lunches, got the kids to school, got to ball practice, did laundry, cleaned bathrooms, you know, all those things have to be done. But did I do anything for myself today? And the answer has really been no for, a long time. Do I take time sometimes to go get my nails done and get a pedicure? Yeah, I do that some. But there's some days when I go to bed, I'm like, what was fun about today? Like what brought me joy today? Do my kids and husband bring me joy by just being in my presence? Sure. But what did I do for myself, just for me, that brought me joy? And the answer most days is nothing. I'm tired by the end of the day. And so I, I just don't. There's some days that I'm not even sure I get fresh air because I work from home. I take the kids to school. I pick them up, get them to ball practice, pick them up from ball practice, or, however that looks, and then start cooking dinner and, all of these things. And I'm like, even get, did I even go outside today except for walking to my car? And the answer is no, some days. So I want to explore new hobbies and things, and I want to get outside, and I want to get, you know, I just want to, I just want to try new things this year. And that's thanks to my friend Kathy for really kind of putting that out there in the, you know, atmosphere and in my mind to do that. I want to be a good wife. I want to be a good mom. Um, But to be the best wife and the best mom, I have to be fulfilled and I have to take care of me. Um, I have to fill up the cup that I pour from, and I'm not great at managing that. So that's, a goal of mine this year. So if you're watching this video, I would like to hear what your goals are for this year. Um, Personal, professional, some things that you're striving for. And we can kind of go along and, hopefully by the end of the year, see, what we've learned and what we've accomplished. And, um, I'm going to set small goals. I'm not going to, go into thinking, okay, I'm going to, you know, be a perfect gardener or I'm going to set small goals. I want to learn how to grow roses. I love yellow roses. They're my favorite. And I kill every plant. And when I mean every plant, I could kill a cactus. But I love yellow roses and I would love to have, a rose bush or two and learn how to take care of it and prune it and all of that. So that's something, I'm thinking about learning how to do. So I just want to encourage you. That's kind of, I kind of digressed from the blog post, but, I just did want to share that also that, this is a new year and it, it's going to look different for my family, for my sister and, for all of us that left, my brother. But we're going to do it together. But it's still, an opportunity to start fresh and to live life. That's what he would want for us. He lived life boldly, and I want to do that and honor him and not take my days for granted. I think that's his passing was unexpected. It was not. He had not been sick for a long time, so it was sudden. Um, so I think it just really made me. I think it made me just evaluate my priorities. And, I could have another 20 years on this earth. I could have another week or another day. And I'm not making the most of my days and my time, filling it with joy. Does the laundry have to get done? Yes. Do I have to clean the bathrooms? Yes. Do I have to obsess over everything being perfect at every moment? No, I don't. And I'm going to work with that. And I'm really considering, um, going back to therapy and kind of help having a, therapist kind of help me navigate, that because I do have those tendencies. It's a control thing for me. It's an anxiety thing for me that everything has to, have its place and be just so. It's something I've worked on for many years, and I do well, and then go fall back into old patterns. So that's something I'm thinking about doing too. Is getting someone to you know kind of help me learn some tools to let go of some of that perfection needs. Everything has to be just so, and just start living my life. I did turn 50. Um, I said when I turned 50 that I was going to make this year more about me. And I'm going to stick to that. My brother-in-law would want me to do that. Um, I'm going to do it for him. Um, I'm going to take advantage of the beautiful days and um, yeah, just see what this year brings. So thanks for listening. I know this video took a little bit of turn from the blog post, but again, I do, if you're watching this, I want to know what your goals are, what you want to strive to do in 2025. So much love to each of you that watch this. Again, Cindy, I appreciate you. Kathy, if you watch this video, you'll never, ever understand the value you have in my life. So thank you to you also. But I hope everyone has a great day. I'm going to drink my cold coffee and get back to work and find some joy today. I hope you do too. Bye for